Hello everybody and welcome to episode 63 of Behind the Camera with Andy Games, the podcast where we shine a light on the storytellers, the creatives, and the voices behind the camera. In this special edition of Behind the Camera, I'm joined by Punk Rock Factory. Formed in 2014 and finding fame during the COVID-19 pandemic, they're a band showing no signs of slowing down. We talk about their upcoming album, The Fright Before Christmas, how they choose which songs to cover, and their massive upcoming Wembley Arena show with Bowling for Soup and Wheatus. If you'd like to support the show, head over to the About section where you'll find a link to my Linktree. This has everything from social media pages, merch, the website, and much, much more. Like, share, follow, comment, or leave a rating. Every little bit goes a long way, and I truly appreciate it. Now, here's the interview. Welcome to Behind the Camera with Andy Games. Absolute pleasure to have you on the show. How are we doing today?
Very good, thank you, Mark. Yeah. How are you?
Doing good. As I say, pleasure to have you on the show. So let's get into it. So you guys formed as a band 2014, but it wasn't really until COVID 2020 that you guys took off with obviously rise in social media. Can you take us back to like the first 6 years of the band and what that was like for you before the rise through social media?
The first 6 years was more of a first 6 months, wasn't there? And then nothing, to be honest. We started doing it for a laugh, posted a few bits on YouTube and whatnot, and it didn't really come to anything. And then we didn't do anything for about, 3-4 years?
No.
And then it was like 2019, I think we started doing a few bits again. We released the first album at the end of 2019, and then and then COVID hit 2020, and that's kind of just where it all really started, to be honest.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like, and whenever you like started, like, and compared to the journey now, was it supposed to go that way in terms of like going from being this like cover band to like touring the world essentially?
Nope. It was only ever going to be like an online project kind of thing, like a bit of a social media thing, chuck it on YouTube and whatever. And then during COVID, when things started kicking off for like Disney stuff, we got contacted by quite a big agent in the alternative scene, and he was just like, we got to take this on the road, we got to get it done. And then all of a sudden we had our first tour booked then end of 2020, wasn't it?
No, 20.
Was it 21? No, 21, maybe 22.
Can't remember. 21. No.
Yes.
When did Disney come out?
End of 20.
Just a year later.
So it would have been end of talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, I think it was the end of 2021. We did our first UK tour, and we just played like a bunch of like small club shows. One day it was like 300 capacity rooms, and it went really well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of spiraled from there, and then we ended up doing a couple of bits in like Germany and stuff, and then it's ended up being Australia and America and Canada, all over Europe. Italy. And now it's going back to Australia and Japan now, in like a month or so.
That's incredible. Like, so like going back to that first gig that you guys did, like how was that, like having only ever really just sort of played with each other for social media purposes to now playing in front of live audiences? Like what was that like sort of first run of gigs like?
That was Bloodstock. Well, the first gig we did was in front of 8,000 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But before that tour, our agent got us on at Bloodstock.
Arguably the heaviest festival in the UK you can imagine.
But we never, like, the way our band works is we never actually played together as a band.
No.
We just put things down.
Oh, right.
Multi-track. We just studio stuff. So yeah, it was a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, that was mad. That was.
We had about a week and a half to prepare for it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We were told half-hour set, and then on the Sunday, bearing in mind the gig was on the Thursday, we got told it's going to be an hour set.
Yeah, so we locked ourselves in the studio for like 3 days to get an hour set prepared.
All our songs are 2 minutes long, so
yeah, so it was fucking low.
No, that's incredible. Like, and what a gig to have as your first gig as well. Like, you know, if that's not jumping into the deep end, I don't know what is, to be honest.
Went
Like,
so
and,
You know what?
Yeah,
Like it
so
proper like gave us the buzz for it, man. Like as a band, if you're in a band, usually your first gig's in front of your fucking mates and your mum at a pub or something. And like we just obviously we've done that in previous bands, but we stepped into this band and the first show we did was 8,000 people at Bloodstock and they absolutely loved it. So
yeah.
kept
Also
it
on
going.
YouTube for anyone who wants to check it out as well.
Yeah.
I don't.
So then, whenever it comes to like the albums that you guys have written, like how do you decide on exactly what tracks are like going into the album, like compared to say what that you might initially decide on and kind of rehearse together?
We usually pick a theme first, don't we? So all our albums are themed. So it'll be, well, what theme album are we going to do next? Then we chuck ideas around for that. And it just tends to be whatever theme we go down, what tend to be the most popular or the most streamed or the biggest or the most well-known songs within that theme,
Or whichever ones are pretty close to us, isn't it?
Nostalgia plays a part.
The pop album, what people don't know is Des'ree Life is one of Peach's favorite songs.
I love that song.
So we had to cover that one.
I think I love it just because it's absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of that.
No, just right, yeah. And like so, with your last album that came out then in February, or was it February it came out?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And was that just the sort of same? Like you just sort of picked the theme of like sort of older trending tracks and just kind of went for, say, here's a dozen. Let's just kind of go for what we liked when we were a bit younger.
Yeah, I mean, it was a case of our audience is very diverse when it comes to age. Like age ranges from kids listening to the Disney stuff up to pensioners we see at shows. Like, do you know what I mean? But like we see obviously a lot of people maybe our age at like shows and stuff. So they kind of grew up listening to that kind of 90s pop things like Bewitched and Take That and all that. So it just felt like a good one for our kind of fan base, really. And it worked, didn't it?
Yeah, did all right.
It worked, right? Got number one album.
100%. Like, I remember I saw you guys in Belfast last year, and like you guys played Back for Good, your rendition of that, and like that, it just worked. And like, is there a sort of formula that you put to like particular songs, like, or is it a kind of one size fits all approach to when you guys are recording?
Just kind of,
there's no real approach, is there?
Kind of like sit down and you map out drums, and we'll all have a back doing it, and just.
The drums make it. Like, is it bouncy or is it just flat out? You know what I mean? Like as soon as you've got that, that kind of just basis, you fancy it up then.
Yeah, of course. So like, it's not really a case that it works for like every single song, but it's like you'll kind of know from having done it for really as long as you guys have, really.
Yeah, like C'est La Vie, for example. Like that's just a bounce, that's so bouncy, and it gets the crowd bouncing you. But then like Back for Good is just flat out.
Yeah.
It's like super fast punk beat. So it does differ really. Whatever beat works with the song.
Yeah, kind of know when you start.
Yeah, it ends up in that direction then.
No, that's of course. So then as well, obviously over the last few years, you guys have collaborated with like a lot of artists like Jarrett Reddick, for example, be a big name. Like, how do these collaborations like come about over the time that you've been in recording? Is it a matter of just like kind of reaching out and be like, hey, do you want to do a feature on this song, or like how do these collabs come about?
We just asked.
I mean most of them came from that first Disney album because it was lockdown, everyone was stuck indoors across the world, so it was quite easy to reach out to like we ended up like Jarrett and Spencer from Ice Nine Kills and they none of them were doing anything, so they were quite happy to have something to do for a bit. So that we were quite lucky, and then we've just kind of built relationships with these people since, haven't we? Like, like we're supporting now Bowling for Soup in Wembley now in December, just all off the back of a quick message on Instagram or TikTok or whatever it was back during COVID. Like, that's insane.
That's incredible how like deep these kind of connections go just from a simple message. Like, you have like a connection for life now, essentially, from just doing something during COVID. And what I find interesting about the whole thing is that, like, when you look back to COVID, that was so detrimental to like a lot of artists, but like for you guys, it was possibly the best sort of thing that could have happened, really. Like, you know, like
It was.
We made the best of a bad situation. Like it definitely paid off for us.
We were already set up for that scenario, basically. Nobody saw it coming. We were already like insular in a studio, just doing digital stuff. So
we didn't start it, by the way.
Yeah.
We just benefited from it.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. And like, you know, and obviously like the
try and capitalize, but they don't seem to be catching on.
Yeah, but like that's the thing, you know, the same can't be said for like a lot of other bands, and like, and that sort of thing is what is taking you guys worldwide. So you guys are going to Japan next month, and there's been a couple of songs released obviously ahead of that. Is that your first time in Japan, or yeah?
So we were going to Australia first. That was second time in Australia.
Yep.
And then we figured we've been meaning to hit. We've been wanting to hit Japan for a while. So while we were in that neck of the woods, it made sense to do it at the same time.
Yeah, of course, and
quite exciting. Definitely looking forward to that one.
Oh yeah. Like Japan, I can attest is an incredible place. It's Osaka and Tokyo you guys are heading up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, they're two incredible places. Like I'm sure it'll be incredible for you guys, and I think that's the best part about your guys' music as well. It's that it's universally recognized, just with like a different spin on it, and it's something that, you know, you guys mentioned about your age ranges, like at your shows, it goes from just like kids to pensioners. So it really is something for like absolutely everybody. Like, and that's like probably what more could you want as a band?
Yeah, it's so good. Like we do like most of on our UK shows, we do like the VIP meet and greets before the shows, and we do genuinely get like people our age with their kids, and they bring their kids, and we meet the kids could be 5 years old, and then the next people in line for the meet and greet was like a 70-year-old couple at one point. And we were just like, what's happening? They were like, oh, we only heard of you yesterday or last week or something. We thought we'd come along, and they bought VIP tickets to come and meet us. Like,
brilliant. Yeah, because I remember the first time I saw you guys, I think it was your first Belfast show in Limelight 2. A friend of mine and I went, and like I think maybe like a 300-400 capacity or something, and like, but the crowd was so different, and I think that's a kind of testament to your music, because from like the original Pokemon theme tune, Power Rangers, like the stuff from like, you know, whenever I was a young kid, and then you've got like sort of the newer Disney stuff, which is like incredibly viral, which sometimes like, well, people like in their early 30s might not have heard of unless they have kids, sort of thing. And like, do you kind of feel then, with sort of being popular around Disney music and sort of, well, other things too, like that, there's a fairly infinite scope in terms of what you guys can do, like as a band?
Yep.
Yeah.
We get suggestions all the time.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
we're happy to do. We just don't have the time to do them. Like there's so many of them, like Poddington Peas. And, there's all sorts of weird stuff. We can do it.
Yeah, we will.
We have an infinite list.
Jason the Wheeled Warriors.
Jason the Wheeled Warriors is a popular one.
So like let's go back then sort of to closer to the beginning, or whenever the popularity started to take off a bit. Like, do you guys have like a collective favorite song that you guys have covered, like even just that you might have just done like on a whim because, you know, why not? It's still in the experimental stage, I'll say.
I think there's loads of stuff on Masters and that.
Yeah.
Master of the Universe, which is our like 90s TV album. There's
Bucky O'Hare.
Yeah, Bucky O'Hare
is
one.
Class.
Gummy Bears up there for me.
Gummy Bears is class.
Yeah. Like Bucky O'Hare, we chucked some Metallica riffs in, didn't we?
Yeah, Sabbath Crew.
Yeah.
Stuff like Goof Troop.
Yeah.
The Darkwing Duck.
Stupid stuff. Like,
but then we had
like the newer stuff, Friend Like Me from Aladdin. Like I love that. And we play that live now every show, and it goes off every time. It's so good. And then things like C'est La Vie and stuff as well. Like live is so class. Because saying earlier, because like C'est La Vie's got that kind of bounce to it. Every time you play it live, you just see all the crowd going. It's so good. So class.
No, that's incredible. And like, you know, going back to then like the album of just sort of TV anthems, like how fun must that have been to record and just kind of because obviously you guys are getting that kind of nostalgia hit when you're kind of playing like old TV shows from, you know, back in the day. And like, I can imagine like a recording session for you guys must just be like a hell of a lot of fun over than like, not feel like work, for example.
It's wicked, man. It's so good. Like,
yeah, we all just sat around the studio and we just spent like 3 hours just on YouTube watching all these intros to these shows, and it's like, oh, remember this, fucking remember that.
It's interesting breaking the songs down because some of them are just super weird.
Yeah,
super weird lyrics or chords or anything.
Gummy Bears, man. Changes, he changes 3 times in the solo alone. Like it's so, when you're trying to map this stuff out, you're listening, it's like, oh yeah, and you think you know, oh, it's going to be a pop punk chord structure under it because it's such a catchy tune. The chords it goes to is mental.
Yeah,
it's like Toys R Us.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Animaniacs is another one.
Yeah, man.
Changes key every time it says it's time for, and it changes key every
Gummy
single time.
Bears, I think there's 8 key changes in it
it's
throughout the entire song. And it just keeps changing all the way through. And like you said, in the solo section alone is 3 key changes.
Yeah, it's what?
Wow. Does that like have an effect on when you like play it live? Like, does it make it sort of a bit trickier? Like, or
all that shit.
We did do Gummy Bears on one tour, 2023.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was great, but do you know what? The payoff wasn't quite worth the ball ache, was it? Like people loved it, but compared to some of the others, it didn't go down quite as well as some of the others. But
like there are like a minority, few people who shout for us to play it live.
Yeah.
And then when we do, it doesn't really go as well as we thought it would.
That's wild. Yeah, but yeah, that was
it's a massive effort to learn and play. Like.
No, incredible. Like, and so whenever then it comes to you guys sort of spitballing an album, you know, brainstorming, do you have like, say, a bigger list in terms of what goes on to the album, in terms of like, would you record like a lot more and then you'll maybe pick like 12 to 14 to go on the album and just have like a bit more, say, like B-sides sort of thing for a rainy day, for example?
You kind of know once the drum track is done, you kind of get a very like a 50% feel if it's going to work or not.
Yeah.
A lot of the times it doesn't work, so there's plenty on the shop floor.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get to the end and it's like, oh, this can't go out. Fuck this.
Yeah, we have like fully finished songs before and gone.
Even the last album we did, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Was it Let Me Entertain You?
Yeah.
We finished it, didn't like it. So
fair.
There was another one as well.
Yeah. Like we like to try and have like 2 or 3 more than we actually want to put out because we know a couple of them are going to get dropped. I mean, we go through our hard drives of tracks and stuff, and it's like there's so many sessions and of songs. Yeah, there's so many songs that just never seen the light of day in various states. Like some of them have just got drums, some of them are halfway done.
Through Kickstart My Heart, we done that. Remember that? That's never come up.
No.
Like in the Mechanics.
Over my shoulder.
White Snake.
White Snake. We done Cyndi Lauper, which never saw the light of day.
Yeah. So it's just.
It's constant, man. Honestly.
Yeah. And like, is it just a case, like you say, where you get to the finished product and you think it's not how you really envisioned it from the start, and all the other tracks that you put on the album are better?
Like we try and give it the benefit of the doubt. So like, we'll structure it out and go, yeah, this could work, and then instead of put some guitars on it, and we're like, yeah, okay, it's a bit boring, but yeah, whatever. Like, you know, we're not really feeling it, but we'll keep going. Instead of put some lead guitar on it and the bass goes on it. I'm like, right, let me put some vocals on it and we'll see how good it is then. And we're all just kind of hoping that by adding something, it'll make it better. And then we just get there and go, it didn't work.
Like, what was that song we thought wasn't going to work? And then I think you two swapped guitars. Almost there. Almost there on the second Disney album. Just wasn't working at all. Now it's great.
Yeah.
Didn't you lose your head playing guitar to it?
I just don't think I could get it.
Yeah, because we wanted to give it that hitch. It was like a hitching a ride bounce to it, that kind of vibe to it. And yeah, it just wasn't.
The chords weren't working. It sounded a bit weird.
Yeah.
Then as it all started to build up, it just made sense.
Yeah, of course. Like, it kind of sounds like once it sort of starts to feel like work and less fun, that it's sort of, you know, it's maybe just not right for the album, or, you know.
The song, you're like, I fucking hate that. Like, you boys might like it, but I never want to hear it again. So it's like, oh.
Like we got the new album that we've just announced now, Fright Before Christmas.
Yes.
Which is 5 Halloween tracks, 5 Christmas tracks. And there's there's one or two songs from that which were hard work. Like
Yeah.
like
Some of us were adamant that it had to happen.
yeah. So like Fairy Tale in New York, for example, we've got that on there, and you hate the
I'm
original.
just not a fan of the original.
So it was a bit of an uphill battle to start with because Ben was like, I just don't like the song, I don't like it. We were like, it's got to go on there. Stead absolutely loves it. I like it. We're like, we've got to make it work.
It came out great though.
Yeah, me and Stead went back and forth on it for days, didn't we? Like, what about this? What about this? I got an idea for the intro. I got an idea for the intro. And then all of a sudden we were like, oh, we got the same idea for the intro. Bang it. Okay, let's do that. And, yeah, it's come out real good in the end. It's one of my favorites on the album.
Yeah,
that would be very interesting to hear because like it's the beat and the rhythm of that's like kind of, it's still bouncy but it's still quite slow at the same time. So it'd be interesting to see how that translates.
it's not
Yeah.
3/4.
Oh, it's not 3/4.
It's not 3/4.
It sounds 3/4.
Right.
It's not.
It's because it's like most. Well, one thing we've discovered is that nearly every Christmas song in the world is swung.
Yeah.
It's on that swing beat.
Yeah. Oh, fair.
So like,
So if you listen to our Shakin' Stevens ones, you can kind of bob your head side to side. That's like there.
yeah. So think of Hitching a Ride.
Mhm.
Dum 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 dum. It's got that kind of bounce to it.
They all do it.
Every Christmas song has got that bounce. So we were like,
Okay.
okay, how do we do Christmas songs that don't all sound the same? Because if we put this bounce on every single one, they're all just going to end up sounding the same.
And it's worked out that only one of them does it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Only one.
yeah.
out of
So we've
five,
managed
so,
to straighten them out. Like Mariah,
Yeah.
because that was bouncy.
It's now a ripper.
It's now an absolute flat out punk. That was one that was difficult to work through, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Stead's
Wizard.
not a fan of that, the original on that one, so that was a tough one. I struggled with
Wizard.
Wizard.
Still do.
Still do.
I love it.
Yeah, it's mad. But then, like, even if personally one of us doesn't like it, if that person can accept that it's good, we just don't like it, then it's fine.
But like, you know, it's quite interesting because, you know, when you look at Fairy Tale in New York and you look at Mariah Carey, it's like you could argue that they're like two of the most polarizing Christmas songs, like, you know, at the moment. And from what it sounds like to me is that you've found the formula to make them just bit listenable for like a universal audience, like, and I kind of think that's like a massive achievement in itself. So when it came to recording the latest album, then did you guys have like a sort of a preference in terms of what you're recording? Like, did you have more fun doing the Halloween songs or the Christmas songs, or was it just a mixed bag? It was just a fun process overall.
Do you know what? We didn't intentionally set out to do it this way, but the Halloween stuff has ended up really heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, almost, like, I'm not saying there, but like Ice Nine Kills vibes.
Yeah. Okay.
Halloween stuff got that kind of heavy vibe to it with like multiple vocals and screams and stuff. And
We also put a bunch of double kick stuff in because we kind of knew the drummer who was playing it could play it. So
Yeah.
yeah, like crazy double kick stuff.
we just challenged him.
But then the second half of the album, which is Christmas stuff, is literally like the polar opposite of the Halloween stuff. It's all very nice and lovely, big harmonies and stuff, and but equally still kind of flat out us vibe, you know?
Yeah, of course, got to kind of keep it sort of true to the nature of the band, of course. Like, and that album, it drops the end of November, right?
Yeah. So we're dropping a single
This Friday.
Yeah, another one this Friday. So it's basically we're going to be dropping a single every Friday from the album until the album releases.
Yeah, phenomenal. And then of course, so the album will be out then in time for your guys' big gig with Bowling for Soup and Wheatus at Wembley Arena. How are you guys feeling about that upcoming gig? Because that is obviously a huge deal.
Down off in the clouds. Yeah.
Bro, we're buzzing.
Can't wait.
Like,
Insane. Wembley. Like.
An honor to be
Yeah.
yes.
Like, and is that your guys' first arena show?
Yes.
Yes.
No, well, technically no.
Well, we played Phineas the Firm on stage.
Oh yeah, we did play a song with Bowling for Soup in Cardiff Arena.
Funny enough, the Belfast show.
Yep.
Well,
I was
last
just about to say
year,
this.
when we turned up to the hotel, we got a call from a manager to say there's a gig in Wembley, Bowling for Soup. The agents had gone to them and asked them if like you guys can do it, or Jarrett reached out and said if we want to do it or something.
Okay.
So it's at that Belfast show that we
it
guys.
was.
We found out.
Oh wow, yeah, brilliant. There you go.
Just thought that.
Fuck it
We're like, oh my god, we're gonna play Wembley! Oh my god!
That's incredible. Like that honestly is incredible. And yeah, and I think sorry.
Well, we were backstage with Bowling for Soup and Swansea, and like Bowling for Soup, and we grew up seeing them on MTV and stuff. And like to call them friends now is a bonkers sentence, but it's cool seeing Jared and the boys like how excited they are for it, because like it's for them, it's still Wembley. They're still as excited as we are. They can't believe it, and it's cool being behind the curtain and seeing the superstars actually being like, "Fucking hell, we're doing Wembley."
Yeah, it's their biggest ever
headline show.
Yeah. Yeah, because as well, like, you know, with Wheatus, like you've got 3 bands here who are like have just gone on club show circuits like for, you know, pretty much the entire time, especially when I've returned in the UK, and now like you're playing probably one of the biggest sort of indoor venues in the UK. Like that's a huge achievement for all 3 bands as well. And you know, Wheatus fitting in with their 25 years, Bowling for Soup that just had 30 years as well. And it's like you know, it's like a huge celebration really for everybody involved.
We've just hit 11 years.
We've got 6 years between us.
6 years between us.
And celebrate hard.
So I see pictures of like Sleep Token and stuff playing there, and it just looks insane.
Yeah,
so
yeah, like the bands that play that place is bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you guys have any like surprises set up or anything kind of big planned for the gig, or will it just be sort of business as usual?
Yeah, surprise.
We do have one surprise planned at the minute, but I'm sure as time goes on, we will throw more shit at a wall and some of it'll stay.
What's that? Working on another.
We're working on another.
Apparently.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what is in a minute now?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, no, that's gonna be some show. So yes, guys, one last thing then I wanted to just ask you guys before we wrap up. So let's talk the big gig here, and this is you got Punk Rock Factory headlining. So if you guys could tell me your ideal venue, your ideal supports, and your ideal opener, and this is your dream gig.
Okay, my venue, Red Rock in Denver. That amphitheater that's cut into the rocks.
Oh,
I think it's Red Rock.
Yeah.
Or the Paris show that Metallica did in the Coliseum.
Oh.
Cool. Supports.
I know it's a tough one to kind of land you with, but
we struggle picking support for our actual
we do, yeah, we do really
fictional ones.
I'm still struggling with venue.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna lap you, isn't it?
I mean, Wembley was always one for me. Like,
yeah,
just to say that we played at Wembley, like, sick. And do you know what? Actually, do you know what? This year we've played, or will have played, 3 of the shows that I would have always wanted to play.
What's the third?
Cardiff Castle.
Oh yeah.
We did Cardiff Castle with Funeral for a Friend.
Oh wow.
Back a month or 2 ago.
July, wasn't it?
No.
July.
So we did that in July. It was a corporate show, but we did a big corporate show in the Principality Stadium in Cardiff.
Oh, very nice.
Which was bonkers because not long after we played on that stage, Oasis played on it. And we're doing Wembley.
Yeah. That still doesn't get you at the question though.
No, I know.
Cardiff Castle probably be the venue for me.
Yeah.
It's my hometown. So
yeah, it's up there for me.
Yeah. We got absolutely cop out.
Who would I have support? Dopamine. Hell yeah. Our manager's old band.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So
they do a double set, so that's the opener as well.
Yeah. They're so good. They were so good, and they are still great, even though they don't exist anymore.
Oh, okay.
A band called Dopamine from South Wales. So let's get them back on the map.
Yeah. Brilliant. Cardiff Castle, Punk Rock Factory, and Dopamine hitting a double set to serve as the opener.
You're gonna have to check them out now, bro. This
100%.
Our manager has got like the sickest voice ever. He's so good.
Oh,
Hyde on the album as well, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
He's got a very small part on the new album.
Yeah.
I will 100% be checking them out for sure. No, it sounds incredible. But yes, guys, thank you so much for your time. It has been an absolute pleasure having you on the show, just chatting about your journey and just everything going forward. I do wish you guys all the best as well in the future, and I look forward to seeing you in concert again soon, like 100%. Do you guys have any final thoughts just for the listeners today?
Just keep an eye on our socials and our Spotify, because you're in for some treats now over the next couple of weeks.
On the run up to Halloween now, you're gonna have all these Halloween tracks, and then as soon as Halloween's done, you're gonna have Christmas tracks. We got all the bundles and stuff for the album pre-orders. So yeah, just keep an eye, keep looking.
And we might have exciting stuff planned through the social aspect through December.
Yes, on the socials, we got some fun stuff coming up.
Brilliant. There's plenty to look forward to then. That is what you love to hear. But yes, guys, thank you so much again for your time. Been an absolute pleasure, and take care.
Thank you so much, man.
See you soon, man.
Take it easy, brother.
And there you have it. That brings us to the end of episode 63 of Behind the Camera with Andy Games. Huge thank you to Punk Rock Factory for giving me this time to sit down and chat with them. As an independent podcaster, it really means the world when artists like Punk Rock Factory take the time to come on the show and share their story, and I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. Once again, if you'd like to support the podcast, my link tree in the About section has everything from socials, merch, website, all the good stuff. A follow, rating, share, all goes a long way. Until next time, take care, stay creative, and I'll see you soon. But until then, peace.